be victims anyway, but at least they'll be able to have a say if there are victims, a voice in their on their perpetrator, you know?
Yeah.
Where, you know, up until now, they know, what do? You talk, you say something, and nothing happens.
Right.
And there's nothing more frustrating and hurtful, and you feel like a liar, and, you know, when nobody believes you. And nobody does anything about it. It's even sicker.
Yeah. Now here's something scary. The average pedophile has an average of 244 victims in a lifetime.
I was waiting for you to get to that.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's that one there. That one's a standout.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I mean, who would think it? Who would believe that? But that's, you know, these are all facts that have been generated and checked, and that's the way it is. Habitual sex offenders particularly pose the greatest risk of reoffending. Okay, and their repeated crimes are entirely preventable. And let's see, public safety, public opinion, and common sense demand that the worst of the worst be kept locked up. Okay, it is our duty to protect the children at any cost, and you agree with that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So let's see, you get some frequently asked questions here. We'll just look through this briefly here. If the laws passed, will they affect someone who pees in the wood or moons in a car? And no, so it's not that kind of deal. These are
for the worst of the worst.
Yeah. Okay, here it is. Yeah, so these are the laws that if they've been convicted 3 times for lascivious acts, indecent assault, and battery on a child, elder or disabled, you know, rape, attempted rape, enticing a child. So these are all the ones we said before. And so, okay. Will the new laws force additional children to go on the stand in trials? Again, no, right? Because this will actually work the other way.
Right. Right.
Okay, so that people like the individual that Shaunna replaced will have to come up with something different angle from now on.
Again, the House bills are additional statutes. The Senate bill is an amendment because we believe in with the works of Senator Bruce Tarr, who's just a champion for children and always has been in his entire career. And we're so lucky and honored to work with him and work with everyone. Senator Tarr is really worked hard in the original Jessica's Law and was very disappointed when they passed rape of a child with any term of years up to life. So what he did with the work of us in the Senate was he created some amendments to the statutes we have now. And the Senate bill, it's 884. So anyone that knows their senator or wants to call their senator or write their senator, please, respectfully, call them and ask for their support. We need, you know, the best policy makers are the people. You know, the people need to get out there. You know, on Awareness Day, a lot of groups, nothing wrong with it, but they were at the State House lobbying. That's great, but it hasn't changed anything. People need to change things. We need to get people out there, respectfully, write letters to their representatives, write letters to the senators, tell them, we need this, we want this. I'm a constituent, you work for us, you represent us. We need your help. We want you to help us, please. And handwritten letters is the best way to do it because those letters are, you know, they're personal letters. They end up on top. The aides look at them.
They do it. It makes a difference.
And the reps and senators do answer these.
But people do need to know that it really makes a difference when they email, call, or write a letter.
Right.
All 3 are great. At least do one of them. It's very, very important. We pay attention, and we know when we start getting these emails and calls that we need to pay attention to this issue that's being brought to us.
Right. Now, my rep is Representative Jay Barrows, and he's in on this too. I actually reached out to him to come on tonight, and he actually had 2 or 3 other events he had to go to.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah. And yeah, you folks get kind of busy, don't you?
Yes.
And that brings me up. Now I'm going to put her on the spot while I got Shaunna here. Is that you did promise us that you were going to come back as Representative Shaunna O'Connell. This is not that visit.
I would love to talk about the stuff I've been doing and what you've been doing.
No, you came here tonight for a purpose, and I appreciate that. And again, that's a tribute to you too. because again, it's not about what you're doing. It's these people.
That's
and,
right,
And
yeah.
Shaunna has just been a great addition to Massachusetts, and it's
Oh,
worked
so
out
lucky.
really well. And,
So
and
lucky.
Thank you.
you've turned heads everywhere, and you've done everything you said you would, and that was the first week. Okay, and then she's just gone leaps and bounds after that, and you've got a real fighter on your side.
Yeah, we're lucky.
And believe me, I know you warmed right up to that, because you gravitated right over there because you saw Shaunna for what she is. And
I've been a supporter of Shaunna since she's been into the race.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and just bonded immediately. And
Yeah.
I said, here's a person that doesn't care. She wants to fight. She wants to do what's right by the people. I mean, she gets beat up every day, and she just continues to fight. Black eye one day, it goes away, let's go back at it. And she's just fighting for the people.
Right.
And you can't ask for more than that. And unfortunately, you know, in the State House, you know, these guys are all good people, but they're not, you know, some of the guys aren't fighting as hard as others. And Taunton's really going to be a very lucky city, because the changes that are going to be made makes me want to move right back down to the South Shore.
Right.
Come on down.
yeah, come on back. He's
I can't sell my house. The state's in disarray.
No, Shaun,
We're
this
working
was
on that.
this was one. We reached out to Shaunna very early in the race last year. A lot of people really didn't know who you were.
No,
when you
no. I
came
mean,
here.
I no political ties at all here. Yeah.
And so she came right on over, brought her family. They had a good
Great
time.
family.
Yeah,
Great family, and you know, I see Shaunna out there picking up leaves, picking up trash on the side of the road. What representatives do that? That's really someone that cares about the
Well,
community, and that's what you're doing.
I like to be hands-on, lead by example,
Right.
just like you guys. You know, you can't just talk the talk.
Right, that's right.
So, anyways, I want to talk about something else real quick, and that's, you know, this is all serious stuff, and this is.
Dan, can I say one thing real quick, just while
Yes,
we're on it?
please.
We were talking, and I apologize
No.
to cut you off. We were talking about contacting our representatives and contacting our senators, and we have a link on our website. Our website's protectmasschildren.org.
Yep.
And it's 351 pages of work that we've built, where you can go right to the legislation link on the left part of the page and click right on there, and it will list every single city and town. And you can click on your own city and town and see who signed on to the bill and who didn't sign on to the bill. Again, not to be, we want to work with everybody, but the people that didn't sign on to the bill, our representatives, they're all good people, but those are the people we need to call and say, we need you on the
little
bill.
leverage
Yeah.
never
Exactly.
hurt.
And there's different reasons people don't sign on to
Right.
bills. You know, we don't know what, we can't sign on to every bill, so maybe they're just not aware of it. But if you know what, if you call them or write them and tell them about it, then they'll
That's
be
right.
aware of it. So
That's true. A lot of them, it's not that they don't want to be part of it. So
Right, yeah.
They have so much that goes through their desks and so much that, you
Right.
know, we've had Jay on here, and you know, you know, you're new at this, and we were talking before, and you've already said how overwhelming it is with the amount of stuff that goes through your office.
And leaders
It's
too.
busy, yeah.
The leaders, you know, leaders
And
is a conflict.
Plus,
little
it's
bit of
been
conflict.
budget season, and
Right.
you know, everything else. You jumped right in, and there's just a lot going on. No, we're going to do all the contact stuff, and that's fine. But I want to talk about the fact that this is all very serious things, and you've got some great people behind you, and you've got some really good upcoming events.
Yes, we do.
And that's what I wanted to talk about.
The fun stuff.
yeah.
Well, it is. Now, you've got something I know that Shaunna will be very interested in, and that is you have in September, which I know it's a long way away, don't worry.
Summer goes by quick.
We're
Dan.
not pushing it. We haven't even started yet. You know, it's snowing out right now. No, you have a motorcycle run.
Right.
Why don't you elaborate? I know Shaunna is a big motorcycle person,
Yeah, we'll
Right.
be there.
and
Can't
she will
wait.
be there.
Can't
and
wait. It's going to be very
Bring
exciting.
your husband Ted.
Well, he's going to drive, so I got
Why don't you tell us a little bit about
I'll be
your
the one working.
Yeah.
But we planned a motorcycle run. It's sponsored by Boston Harley, which is owned by Seacoast Harley Davidson. They own several Harley Davidson dealerships across the Commonwealth. And we figured we'd strike right in the heart of the state, which is in Boston. And we have put together a motorcycle run, motorcycle rally for the kids. And it's what we're going to do is we have confirmed almost 2,000 right now bikers
Wow.
that are going to go.
You got a way to go before
Yeah,
September.
Yeah, we'd like to be the biggest run in the state. And, you know, I don't know about you, but I've heard 10 motorcycles go by, and I couldn't imagine 2,000.
Right.
So if that doesn't make enough noise, I don't know what is. We need, you know, we want to be an educator. We want to have legislation, you know, promote policy to protect kids, but we also want to be a voice for victims, a loud voice. And through the motorcycle run, that's what we exactly plan on doing, is be a voice for the victims. Let people know, we're here. We're here for you. You're not alone. You're not alone at all. And there's going to be, we think there's going to be over 5,000 bikes, and that's what we're striving for. And what we're going to do is we're going to ride. Well, I'm not going to ride. I have to work, but on the run. But we're going to ride from Boston up to Salem, right on the water, loop around, come back through Lynn, come back into Everett, right back into Boston for a live band. We're going to have a live band and refreshments, no alcohol because it's for the kids. And we're just going to get out there and have a fun time, not talk about the problem, but have a good time with each other, raise awareness, raise funds to, because unfortunately you have to have money.
Yeah, that's very important, fundraisers.
So all you motorcycle types out there, protectmasschildren.org. I know the bikers are very,
yes.
They're very into this thing, and they, the bikers are always there to lend a hand. And for various causes.
Mass Motorcycle Association.
Yeah, we have them.
Give them the plug.
Yep.
Absolutely.
My friends over there.
And they're great people. Great people are going to come out. And anyone that wants to get involved, you can go right to our website. On our homepage, we'll say Motorcycle Run. You can click on that. We're selling tickets right online, so you can. It's a little bit less expensive for the tickets if you get them up front. If you're coming to the event. At the door, it is a little bit more expensive because it's more of a burden on the organization with signing waivers and getting everything going. And we'd love to have you. It's again, it's for the kids. We're a bipartisan organization. We don't look at D's, R's, or I's. We're just people, and we're working for kids.
And that's on September 17th,
yes,
right?
Sir.
Which coincidentally is 10 days prior to the hearing that's going to be for your legislation,
right?
And that's when you're going to be at the hearing, correct?
Yes,
and
yes.
you are willing to testify, and you will I'm sure you will absolutely turn heads. You will wow them, and you will compel them to move this thing forward.
Yes.
I know you will. I know you'll do a good job. Mm-hmm. Now, Joe, you've got. Have you ever thought of maybe having a big fundraiser where you did like a raffle for a car or something?
Oh, yeah, we have
maybe you
that.
should do something like that.
Oh, we have that.
You have that? Really?
We think outside the box. It's a dark subject. People aren't going to come to your events to talk about child abuse every time. So what we try to do is things different, because we don't want to turn people off. We want to just have a good time, raise money, and know where it's going. So we actually have we do have a raffle. We have a original, numbers matching, 66 Mustang Fastback. Wow. There's only 11,000 of them made. It's a GT. It's a very, very rare car. There's probably less than 1,000 left in existence in our country. And the car is mint condition. I think it looks better than it did off the assembly line. And it's actually my car that I donated to the raffle.
Kudos to you, Joe, for doing that. That had to be hard. My husband said, "I cannot believe he donated his car for this." And, my husband's a motorhead. So.
Oh yeah, Ted is the ultimate motorhead.
It's a great car. It's beautiful. It's absolutely. It's a 289 original motor, the original motor that was in the car, original transmission, original rear end. It is absolutely stunning. It's blue, which is the color of our organization. Just Child Abuse Awareness. It couldn't be perfect. And it's a real GT. It's not a clone. It's the real thing, and it's just an absolutely beautiful car. And whoever wins it's going to win a $50,000 car that is just an amazing piece of artwork.
Wow.
It's very rare. It belongs in a museum. I mean, it's that nice of a vehicle.
Now, what would I do if I wanted to get in on that? How would I get a ticket for that?
Well, you can do one of two things. You can email me at joe@protectmasschildren.org, and we could set it up where you could buy an actual physical ticket, or you could go, which is much easier, go to our website, and there'll be a link that says Mustang Raffle. There'll be a picture of the car. It's beautiful. And buy a ticket right online. You can buy as many as you want. Our floor is 2,500 tickets. We need to sell 2,500 tickets, so we need everyone to please not only buy a ticket, email all your friends, tell everyone about the car, because the funds that come from that raffle is going to fund our awareness programs. And we're going to save lives with that awareness program. So not only do you have a chance of winning a great car, the money goes to protecting kids. So it's $100. Believe me, all of us can scrounge up $100 if we really want to, and put it toward a great raffle and a great mission and a great cause. Go right on the website, protectmasschildren.org, click on the link, buy a raffle ticket, and feel good that you actually entered a chance that you could win a beautiful automobile and know that your money is going to protect children. Now, the floor is 2,500, but the max is 5,500. But we need to sell 2,500 tickets.
When is the raffle?
It's at the bike run.
Oh, it's at the bike.
At
Okay,
the bike
that's what I
run on
thought.
September
That's what I thought.
17th.
We're going to drive the car right to the run. Well, maybe not drive it, probably trailer it, because I'm scared to death of anything
Oh,
happening to
gosh.
this car.